Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have the...
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on second down. To the air, it's Balkinson. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Finds his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Syracuse's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. Inside the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on. David, he plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Wants to throw. It's Balkinson. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Syracuse right back at it. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the end of the quarter and Virginia Tech is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Hokies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They go to the ground. Got room to work.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Balkinson. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in, it's Duff. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Punch it out of the air. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Pressure coming. The pass rush gets home. Syracuse right back at it. Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Duff. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass. It's Balkinson. Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Lewis wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Motion from the wideout. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Lewis to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The play action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hokies will call on their punt team. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're setting up the screen. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Lewis wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Syracuse going for it on 4th down as we open the final period. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Works the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got the back over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Hokies have it with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're going to run it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. How about this group taking the lunch pail, going to work, clocking in, and shutting down this offense?
And Virginia Tech fans love to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Lewis to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that